Yeah. What's the second button? There is no second pass.
Good morning, good morning. How's it going, everyone? How's it going? It is time. It is time for more chaos. That's right. It's I, the Crypto Otaku, back again for more crypto chaos. And where the hell is the lighting? There we go. All right. So, CPI came a little too hot this morning. We're going to talk about that right out the gate, but I want to share with you, I got some more free sources of news. I'm excited I found these last night just scrolling around. J Money in the house. How's it going? Good morning, everyone. J Money's here at Go Time. What's up, Otaku? Good morning. No alert once again, says Crypto JPEG. But you know what? You can always rely on me to be here at the same time. Pretty much. I don't think I've been late or missed a show in quite a while, at least a month. Cyclone, no alert for him either. Damn, YouTube, what the hell? Come on, YouTube, get the program. Damn. That sucks. That sucks that YouTube is doing that to us, guys. Each time they won't alert me. Not good. Not good. Yeah. I don't know what the hell. Maybe you can maybe you can try toggling it off and on again. I don't know. I don't think it really matters. I think YouTube is shadow banning us. Depends on what I say during the week. We were talking about the list last week. We got demonetized. Do you say the T word too many times? You know, Orange Man. You get demonetized or you get shadow banned. CPI is too damn high. Yes, that's what I want to remind myself to talk to you guys about. We're going to get that right out the gate. And then bring the chaos as Richie Rich is here. Also, how's that going, Richie Rich? Yes. And we're, of course, here to overcome this negative price action this morning. We're going to get into that. I had a feeling. I was going to eat my words on that one. And then I hit the shill. That's right. J Money in the house. That's right. Guys, we need to shill harder. That's usually Jake's job, but I'll give it to you, J Money. Thank you. Shill harder, guys. We need to be shilling harder and get the channel up to 1,000 subs. Let's get to it. We get about 6 or 7 minutes to the opening bell here in the United States, and yeah, we're gonna get into that here. My phone just blows up with sound. Okay. Just randomly wants to play some Bloomberg there. All right. Let's get into it. Boom. All right, so let's rip this band off quick. Last night my gut reaction was, okay, baseline bearish. But I'm like, I had to adjust because the last 2 days were more bullish. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go baseline bullish. It landed right on top of our freaking bearish target either way. Wow.
Are you stupid?
Yeah, so this one's definitely shaking us out, guys, of the books. But again, still want to be so wrong in such a wrong I want to be so wrong in such a extreme case. Like we're 3,000, 5,000, 6,000, some crazy number above or below our targets, and we're still not doing it. We're still not doing it. So I'm getting tired of winning, guys. I'm tired of it. Too much. Anyway, so yeah, we're doing a little bit of correction now. So it seems like we have created basically overnight this very, very bearish looking head and shoulders pattern, right? Head and shoulders pattern. It is a little bullish though. I mean a little bullish, but it fell off and of course liquidated everyone who was of course starting to long. We already liquidated all the people shorting at the top. No one was expecting a $123,000 breakout, and we got it. And now we're looking at a retest of 118 right now on the morning live. All right, so let's get into the CPI stuff, and then yeah, the market bell is going to open in about 5 minutes, so we can probably have enough time to get through this. This, of course, just came out this morning. All right, there we go. Here we go. Brought to you by Fox Business. Let's get the dark mode on there. Save my eyes some trouble. Inflation accelerated in June as the Fed weighs the impacts of tariffs on the rate cut timing. Okay. We'll just skip over that. They wanted to fire Powell. Yeah, we know. Inflation. The Bureau. My gosh, where can I start reading this? It's jumping all over the place. Inflation increased in June, moved further away from the Federal Reserve's target rate at the central bank. Policymakers prepared to meet this month, and amid President Donald Trump's calls for the interest rate cuts. That's of course coming in the last Wednesday of the month. The Bureau of Labor Statistics on Tuesday said that the consumer price index, oh my gosh, why does it keep bouncing? It's driving me crazy. I'm gonna go cross-eyed because of this freaking ad on the corner there. Oh my gosh. Every time I scroll, it bounces. Okay, in the Bureau of Labor Statistics on Tuesday said that the consumer price index, a board measure of how much everyday goods, gasoline, groceries, rent, rose 0.3% in June compared to the other month. While it's now up 2.7% on an annual basis, those figures are slightly higher than the estimate of economists polled on the LSEG. Both market accelerations from last month, when monthly increased was 0.1%, and the annual figure was 2.4%. The so-called core prices, which conclude more volatile measurements like gasoline and food, better assess the price growth trends. We're up to 0.2% on the month and 2.9% from a year ago. Those figures are slightly cooler than the economists' expectations, as with the headline number. The core numbers ticked higher compared to with May, when inflation rose 0.1% as a monthly basis and 2.8% on an annual basis. The high inflation, oh my gosh, why does this keep jumping? It's driving me crazy. What the hell, Fox? Get your website under control. Oh my God. Oh man. It's hard to read this one. It keeps jumping. All right, food prices rose 0.3% in June. The prior month were 3% higher on an annual basis. When food home index rose 0.3% in June. Guys, everything's basically up 0.3, 0.2, 0.1, whatever. It's higher. Everything's too damn high. The CPI is too damn high. That's, of course, the consumer price index. All right. Yeah. Fruits, vegetables. Vegetables definitely have been popping off. I noticed that. We're expecting a huge hike in tomatoes here soon because of what's going on with Mexico trade. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Energy prices increased 0.9% in June after falling by 1% in May. What else do we have here? Gasoline index is down 8.3% from a year ago. The electricity index is up 5.8%. Natural gas has risen 14.2%. Jesus, in the last year. Housing prices rose 0.2% in June, a primary factor driving the overall CPI increase over the last year. Shelter index increased 3.8%. Yikes. So yeah, it's not a good day to wake up to when it comes to seeing the CPI this high. CPI this high. All right, let's see what else is going on with Bloomberg. But I do want to share with you guys, look at this, guys. I found a news outlet that provides all of the top business news for free. That's right, you heard me. I don't have to pay. Of course, you guys know I love saving you guys money. And of course, I am a frugal bastard and don't want to pay for anything extra. This website right here called newslive.com. We'll give you CNBC for free. It will give you Fox Business for free. It will give you everything for free. I don't pay for cable. So this is great. We can now watch CNBC on the channel and catch up with them when one or the other are in or out of commercial. Right now we got Fox Business Live. So yeah, we'll just jump over here and take a look and see what's going on over here.
Momentum right now for crypto. You just said there's 3 pro-crypto bills in Congress this week. Look, we want to own the whole crypto space. So I know it's easy just to buy Bitcoin, but we want to buy the miners. So some of the miners that we like are names like Riot, or names like Mara, or names like Hut 8. These are businesses that make
like
money.
The big 3.
The higher Bitcoin goes in price, their revenues go up. So we like the miners here, but I also like the custodians. When everyone goes and buys and sells Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies, these custodians make money. So you have names like Coinbase, you have names like Robinhood. Robinhood's revenues are up 60% year over year. They have huge upside growth potential. So I like Bitcoin itself. I think there's big upside there, but I want to own the whole universe, including the miners and including the custodians as well, Stuart.
Okay, we've got some bank earnings out already today. Looking through them, there doesn't seem to be any deep-seated issues in the banking industry.
All right, let's head back over to Doomberg. Let's go.
Taking a look at all-time highs, we're hovering just about there when it comes to the S&P 500, and it looks like we're set up to add more green today. It's officially the start of earnings season with the big banks kicking us off, but today it's all about tech. It's all about NVIDIA, AMD, those chip makers maybe being able to sell in China again. That is certainly giving a lift to this market as the bells ring at the New York Stock Exchange, at the NASDAQ. And you can see Colony Bank ringing the bell at the NYSE. Then you take a look at the NASDAQ. This is Ollie's. I can't pretend to know what they do, but I do know they have a very interesting looking mascot. Don't love looking at him, but they are celebrating a 10-year anniversary. So that is the setup. The bells are ringing and big banks are in focus.
We missed you yesterday. This is the new thing in vogue to bring a big mascot to the exchange, apparently. Anyways, today we have the banks, of course, reporting, kicking off bank earnings. JP Morgan investment bankers posted a surprise gain in the second quarter, while Wells Fargo missed net income estimates. You have Wells Fargo now down 3.5%. JP Morgan has been fluctuating throughout the morning between gains and losses, but into the open up about 0.3%. Citigroup up 2.5%. Their traders had the best second quarter in 5 straight years thanks to record trading volumes. Katie,
also, before I forget, I do want to mention I wasn't aware, but also we're I guess the House is voting Friday on a recessionary bill. It's gonna be a busy week, guys.
A record high. We'll see if that holds through the close. What's helping it in a big way is NVIDIA. NVIDIA will resume sales of its H20 AI chip to China as tensions between Washington and Beijing thaw. The U.S. first restricted NVIDIA China sales in 2020 due to potential military use of those chips. You can't see it right now, but NVIDIA up at the bell. What you're looking at is that fund managers are rushing back into risky assets at a record pace. A monthly survey by Bank of America found that investors took on more risk in the past 3 months than any point since 2001. Joining us now is Emily Bowersock-Hill. She is CEO of Bowersock Capital Partners. So you can see the investors voting with their feet here. Do you think that that's the move as we get deeper into earnings season?
I do think there's a lot of momentum in the market, and it's much more difficult to dislodge greed than it is to dislodge.
Right. We got enough about the banks. We don't need any more about the banks, unless this bill passes. We're gonna be hearing more about them. Custodying crypto and everything else. So we'll pay more attention next week if that happens. Of course, this week. All right, let's see what else is going on with the other talking heads. Now we have, of course, everything at our fingertips. I'm excited, guys. It's so much.
That's what the episode of 4 days. The big takeaway is, all right, there's a boss in town, and you better figure out how to work with them. And whether you're Procter or Coca-Cola, it doesn't matter. You have to have a strategy. They're too big.
Actually, the really interesting story regarding Amazon involves Anthropic and folding S&P financial data into Claude.
I'm going to switch. Claude's my last resort. I mean, I start with Perplexity. I go to ChatGPT. I went to Claude last night, and I felt bad for Claude.
Yeah. Just banter. Let's see what we got. Fox Business now.
$1 billion asset manager out there, money manager. So sort of the key takeaways here from these big companies too. JP Morgan says the economy is resilient. Wells Fargo saying that credit quality is still really strong for consumers.
And they all did well trading on Wall Street, didn't they? Especially. Okay. Check out Apple. They're going to announce a big investment in a U.S. rare earth mine. Is that a big deal?
About time, right? God. So it's the only operating U.S. rare mine here in the U.S. Apple coming out and saying that they're going to make about a $500 million commitment to this. They will purchase magnets from this facility in Texas, and they will work on building out that facility. Again, China has the monopoly on these rare earth minerals. So the fact that we have one in the U.S. and we're getting tech companies to start investing, very good sign.
Their rare earth monopoly gave them leverage in trade talks.
They did.
But that monopoly is now going away with companies like Apple getting into mining itself.
They're trying.
Interesting stuff. Another investment, this time from Google. How much are they going to spend? Is this going to be in trillions of dollars, what they're spending on data centers?
We're getting close.
Hundreds of billions.
Yeah, this right now.
Yeah, eventually we'll get the trillions. We're not quite there yet. That's still pretty early. All right, let's see what else we got. This is going to get more chaotic every day now, guys. I love it. Yeah, I actually found this website, newslive.com, because I have Xfinity for my internet. I have no other choice, so I have to use Comcast. And they're supposed to give you Peacock for free, which they do, but CNBC is not covered by them. So I'm like, if I can't get them for free via Peacock, then I might as well just find another source. This is how I found it. But anyway, so it's pretty cool. We have everything else at our fingertips now. I want to, of course, look at some of the other stuff we normally do. Of course, let's take a look and see how bubbles are doing right now. Crypto's kind of come up a little bit on the morning, but still pretty red. Still pretty red on this morning. We've got top 200. There we go. Let's go back to the top 100. Looks like Meta Core, or whatever the hell that thing, Meme Core, fell back into the top 200 again. I didn't think that was going to last too long, but that's usually how it goes. I do like that idea, though. If they could get the solid partnerships, like if they actually teamed up with Meta, like actual like Facebook, they could actually be a big player. And actually push memes into more of a cultural phenomenon in social media versus just meme coin. It's useless. All right, what else we got here today? Pengu's still making numbers. This is crazy. 20% up on the day, Pengu. My God, this has definitely been like the hot meme coin this year so far. What is that now on the year? Speaking of which. Well, it hasn't been around for a year. In the last 3 months, it's been up 646%. I think it launched back in March, I think. Did it? Somewhere around that in the first quarter. All right, and then we've got, what else on the day? What else is moving on the day? Saros, that just moved into our top 100. I'm not quite sure what this is. Hopefully this has nothing to do with George Soros. I don't know. I don't know what the hell this thing even is. Just moved into the top 100, guys. Let's take a look real quick and see what that is. Coin market cap. And let me know what you guys are DCAing into today, because I might have a little bit of money at the end of the month. I don't know. I'm broke. I'm so broke. Jesus. Soros. There it is there. This coin. What is this coin? Well, it's got 1.16 billion tokens circulating right now. Total supply is almost 3 billion. Okay, so max supply is 10 billion. Total supply, what? I don't know. Circulating supply is only a billion. So it's only a tenth allocated. This, of course, is going to be diluted to hell. Current market cap right now is 326 million. That's a pretty big market cap already for it to be in the top 100 with this many coins needing to still be unlocked. But what is going on with this coin? What is this coin about? Saros, the ultimate app designed to redefine your Web3 experience on Solana, was initially launched on DEX and is strategically evolving its comprehensive product, which can provide users with... I just lost it. I just come down here and try to read the damn thing. Provide users with... Oh my god. Comprehensive product was aimed to provide users with a fully integrated mobile consumer application and a spectrum of functionalities in the areas of ID, DPIN, and payment within Solana's ecosystem, encompassing features such as a non-custodial wallet, decentralized finance capabilities, NFT hub, dApp browser, Solana payment integration, and a robust identification system. Saros is positioned to offer opportunity to access the global economy and participate in decentralized world. Sounds like a banker's dream, I guess, or custodian's dream. It says non-custodial wallet with function. Okay, never mind. Take it back. With functionality such as social login, watch-only mode, and an NFC hybrid wallet offering enhanced security and convenience. Okay, so this seems like more of a decentralized type of play. Interesting. Integrate Solana. Tola coming in with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Tola. Super sticker salute, my guy. Good morning. Good morning. Hopefully you got your coffee and sweetbread today. Jeez. Man, I can't do today without coffee, man. It's gonna be a crazy day. All right, let's see if I'm missing anything else in the chat. You just reminded me. We got to get back here and take a look, and then we got to go back to the talking heads too. But Saros, that's interesting. I think it's going to be interesting to see how that develops. Yeah, maybe try that out. Maybe try that out. Decentralized, another decentralized wallet play / ecosystem, DEX, Hex. It looks like everything wrapped into one. All right. I do like the NFT or NFC capability. You utilize your smartphone on the app. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. All right. It's no different than what you use for your payments right now with, like, say, Apple Pay, Google Pay, Samsung Pay, yada yada. You get the idea. PayPal, all of course have NFC on your phone, but now you can do it on the blockchain. Okay. So what else we got? What else we got on the talking heads today? Wait for Bloomberg to come back. CNBC's talking right now. What are they talking about? I don't know. Kramer's just right.
No, you go. You say, look at what happened to SoFi.
Yes.
Right.
Good.
Anthony Noto comes on and says, we're going to be that person. We're going to be. Vlad Tenev comes on. I mean, I don't know.
Now we can go back to Fox Business. They're on break, and yeah, okay. So that gives me a moment to catch up with the chat real quick, and yeah, then we'll get into some headlines. Let's see if we can find out for crypto headlines. Usually we wait around till about 10 o'clock to take a look at crypto headlines. So it takes a little longer for them to come in the mornings. All right, see what here. The crypto doesn't like to wake up early. I hit the like shill. Good morning, everyone. I slept in again. Oh, hey, guy. Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday, says Joy. How's it going, Joy? Quint says, fangirls over otaku. I won't be able to handle that. Twitch, I wasn't here for all the live. I don't get the notifications anymore, and that sucks. Can you bring me up to speed with the Bitcoin downward surge? We're still looking bullish on the charts. Yes. Overall, this is just a shakeout. Twitch. This is just a shakeout in the morning. Basically, I said this last night, and I don't know. I should have stuck with my gut. I was like, my gut tells me baseline bearish, but I need to adjust that just because the last 2 days I've been a little off on a little too bearish, and yeah, we landed right on our bearish target. But either way, what happens is right now. So we had the market open over the weekend, right? Sunday, the foreign markets opened and pumped our bags in anticipation to what's happening this week for Crypto Week. So it looks like we're getting a little bit of the buy the news, buy the rumor, sell the news event. It's not really a rumor though. I mean, buy the news, sell the news. I don't know, kind of event. And we're still coming back right now. We basically just took a jab at all of the shorts. Right, so we knocked out all the people shorting, and you can see that in the order books, right? So I'll go over there and show you over there on, again, I show you all the stuff you get for free, guys. Kid with the White Snowline on YouTube, of course, bringing you the live book map for free. Don't pay for something, you get it free. The live order books here, of course. So what we saw here, and it's easy to show you here on the order books because you can see exactly where all the orders are. You can see that we smashed through here. I'll zoom in real quick for you. Boom. Come on, there we go. Boom. So yeah, we came in here and we smashed through all of this. So these were all the people hoping to short Bitcoin, and basically they all got wrecked. So we wrecked about, oh my God, it was ridiculous. Almost like $1 billion. $1 billion. Almost $100 billion, wasn't it? No, almost $1 billion. Yeah, it was like 600 million one day, and then 300 million another day. I think it was from here to here. It was like basically $1 billion worth of shorts were wrecked. And then yeah, now we're doing the opposite. Now we're shaking out everyone. Now the bears are coming back with a vengeance, and we're shaking out everyone who's hoping to keep this level, and now getting wrecked for the longs. So we might actually keep support here right around what is it, 116, 117, 5. I think it's 117.5, 118. So we're building up support again here. We're a little lower than the trend line before, but still looking pretty bullish either way. Having a little bit of a recovery this morning, and yeah, I think we're just going to kind of melt up a little bit and maybe retest 120. I don't know if we're going to get through 123 today, but we'll probably retest 120 sometime today, or at least 119.5. There we go. Send it. Send it. As soon as I'm done talking about it. I love it. I love it. Oh, the friggin' bears, man. They it's so funny. Oh, man. Oh, damn you. Just me playing with my toys again, guys. All right, so yeah, that's what's going on right now. And it's happening again at the very, very beginning of Crypto Week. All right, so here we go. So yeah, game on. Back to baseline target. Maybe by noon. We'll see how long it takes to melt on up. All right, so that's what's going on Twitch. Hopefully I got you updated on that there. Okay, so the house today is going to be, and we don't have the specifics yet. It's all still kind of like tentative, but we do have still the house today meeting with crypto experts. So let me see if I can find news on that. Let's take a look at some headlines on crypto. Let's see. Court decision may alter Malay's liability in Libra. Okay, that's of course his meme coin over there in Argentina. What all do we have here? Digital eyes 6.7 million to raise Ethereum holdings. Yeah, more people want to, of course, do the Bitcoin strategy with Ethereum now. Even though Ethereum has an unlimited amount of tokens, it's a little more too centralized. So you get that idea. And even Vitalik says that he's like, we need to be more decentralized. Even he knows it. Twitch, of course, saying, thank you, brother. Love this channel. Of course, man. Of course. Thank you. Of course, we're supporting it. Thanks again, guys, for all your love and support. Appreciate it. And, of course, you're supporting the chaos, too, man. It's all about the chaos. Oh, geez. Ethereum has torched 13.5 billion in ETH, but the supply keeps growing. Yeah, they can't burn it fast enough. That's part of the problem. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. But it won't be. Eventually, when all tokenized all tokenized stocks are on Ethereum, they're probably gonna need that much room. We'll see. They might have to, mint more tokens just to keep up with all of it. All right, see. So yeah, there's no one talking about the House of the Senate yet. Where is it? What else? Let's take a look at Daily Coin. Maybe might have it. Bank of America sees S&P 500 showing bullish signals, but warns a modest pullback could be near. Yeah. Things could get a little crazier. Analyst lays out crypto bull market tops targets as Bitcoin soars to new highs. Rich Dad Poor Dad, of course, Robert Kiyosaki halts Bitcoin purchases, warns millions are about to become poorer. He's, of course, been calling for the everything crash, which we kind of already seen at the beginning of the year. Back in, February, we crashed, and we didn't come back until basically now. So I don't know if he's calling for another one. He definitely has friends in high places, I guess. He's been getting all these calls right. I want to read all the stuff, guys, but I want to find out more about what's going on with... and now we're back into the news we covered last night. I want to, of course, find out what's going on with the House and the Senate today. And I know they have testimonies from Charles Hoskinson today. It has to happen today because they're voting on Wednesday. It's supposed to be start voting on Wednesday for the market structure bill and then the stablecoin bill on Thursday. So we're running out of time already if they're not fitting this stuff in today. Okay, so wait, did I say Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah, they're voting Wednesday. So they need to finish debating today and also have their testimonies wrapped up as well. Okay, we finally getting something there? Tornado Cash trial? No. This is Bitcoin Magazine. I figured they'd be the ones all over us right now, but they're not. They're always a little late with the news, too. Okay, let's see what we have here. Daily Coin, Alt Season, El Salvador smashes Bitcoin record. Yeah, they keep buying 1 Bitcoin every single day. Yeah, there's nothing new. This is why I say you got to wait a little later into the day to find some news. So we still got about 15 minutes till about 10 a.m. There might be something out then. Let's take a look back at Bloomberg and see what things happening over there on that front. They're on break, I think. Oh, no, they're back now. They're back.
I'm so glad you brought this up because that was the thing that the Secretary said during his interview this morning on surveillance with our colleague Anne-Marie Horde-Durn that really caught my ear. That he was saying that, look, we used, in essence, to borrow his own pun, this question of export controls as a bargaining chip. He didn't quite say H20 in those terms, but it was clear that this was in the mix. You know, it's hard to imagine that the Chinese negotiators present there in London with the Secretary and the rest of the U.S.
I've got too many tabs open. I got way too many tabs. I'm like, I know I have this on another one.
Negotiators present there in London with the Secretary and the rest of the U.S. delegation didn't bring it up because this has been a major sticking point for China. They want access to advanced U.S. technology to be able to meet demand in their country. The big take from McKenzie and her colleagues.
Basically, we're just talking about keeping chips in America, at least as many as we can, being developed. That's why we're getting this bug up our butt now to start ramping up production of rare earth materials like magnets in Wisconsin. Was it Wisconsin? Wisconsin. I'm pretty sure it was Wyoming or Wisconsin. Starting up the mines there. All right. So that's what's going on with that, and of course with the rare earth deal with China. That's the biggest thing we're trying to get out of them. All right. What is Kramer still rattling on about? Oh, it's too late anyway. God, probably still nothing. Oh, here we go. What's this?
Congress is older than 60.
Damn.
So when Gluesenkamp presses amendment to have
Everyone's
the
too damn
Office
old
of
in Congress.
Congressional Conduct create this standard to determine members' abilities to perform their
smart
jobs.
young people in Congress.
It was voted down
Like
overwhelmingly because half of Congress is affected. They're older than the age of 60.
I think it's ageism.
Yeah, I agree.
Gross prejudice against people who are older.
At a certain point, there probably should be.
Everyone's been talking about this for years. There's nothing
Maybe
new.
Let's make it 80.
Do I have to go for a test?
I remember when they were all voting on the internet.
This isn't warranted.
Because I'm not 80.
They were all voting on the Net Neutrality Act in 2012, 2013. And back then, Bernie Sanders and everyone else, Mitch McConnell, everyone was voting on things they didn't understand. Oh, God. And here we are again, now doing the same thing with crypto, Web3. Oh, boy. Okay, let's see what else we got going on. News is kind of stale this morning. Let's see headlines. Let's see headlines over on Fox Business, Fox CNBC. We got to start getting moving. We got to get moving. JP Morgan Chase tops estimates on stronger than expected trading investment on banking. GameStop Ryan Cohen lays out vision for company. It's not to be the next, not MicroStrategy, according to him. So I guess they're not going to buy as much Bitcoin as we originally thought. Let's take a look and see what they're talking about there. Oh yeah, they got a little video there too for us if we can watch it. We probably have to pay for this. Oh my god. Yeah, you gotta pay for that damn thing. Anyway, GameStop chief Ryan Cohen says Tuesday the video game retailer is using crypto as an inflation protection, not just trying to mimic others and becoming a large hoarder, hodler of digital tokens. I look at it as a hedge against inflation, as most people should, and global money printing, and we'll see what happens. So it's kind of a wait and see thing. Maybe he's just still trying to figure out exactly what Bitcoin is. My guess is it did take him a long time to get that first buy after meeting with Saylor. I figure anyone who meets with Saylor usually buys within like the next day or two. It's just that bullish. But he didn't. And I'm pretty sure Bezos is still buying Bitcoin after meeting with Saylor from last year. Software company MicroStrategy, also known as Strategy, bought billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. Of course, you guys know we don't need to go into history lesson here. That decision prompted a rapid but volatile rise in Strategy stock. Cohen said GameStop is not following MicroStrategy's model. We have our own unique strategy, and we have a very strong balance sheet with over $9 billion of cash and market securities. So you better start doing something with that cash, man. You don't let that thing melt. Don't let it just sit there and melt. GameStop's foray into cryptocurrency marks its latest efforts by Cohen to revive the struggling brick and mortar business under Cohen's leadership. GameStop was focused on cutting costs and streamlining operations to ensure the company's profitability. We will deploy the capital and responsibility, and I will own. As I would my own capital, and only look for opportunities where the downside is limited, but there's a lot of upside. Cohen says we'll be opportunistic with those opportunities. Cohen co-founder trendy pet food supplier Chewy bought some shares of GameStop in 2020 and joined the board on 2021. Interesting, I did not know that. Chewy did. Interesting. Just as GameStop became one of the key meme stocks in the COVID-inspired trading mania. Pretty sure Chewy was part of Roaring Kitty's bag too. At one point, I'm pretty sure he was sharing those dog memes for that purpose as well. Let's see. His e-commerce experience given rise to hopes that he would modernize the brick and mortar retailer. The CEO of GameStop has shifted its reliance on hardware and software, significant focus on trading cards and collectibles. I don't think the collectibles thing has really paid out for them though. But the trading cards probably have. I think they offer trade-ins on cards now, don't they? I don't know. It's been forever since I've been in a GameStop. Shares of GameStop have fallen about 24% this year after soaring 79% in 2024. That's of course when Roaring Kitty came back out. So his entire company is still being, treated as a meme. It's nothing new. The best green days they have are all just meme related. All right, let's see what else we can dig up over here on CNBC. Target lost their identity. Why Target is struggling with a win over shoppers and investors. Their identity right now is basically white women's Instagram, right? right? Am I right? Basically, every time I go in there, I mean, it's kind of the demographic. And overpriced goods too. I do like Target because they're red. I really like Target. I've always liked to go in there and see, but they've stopped offering a lot of red goods now too. That's a downside because I used to. Guys, my whole house is full of red stuff. I have a problem. But I used to
buy that for $1.
I'd buy it for $1. Yep. Anyway. So here are today's Tuesday's biggest analyst calls: Nvidia, Microsoft, Tesla, and Netflix, Meta. Yeah, so earnings days are really big for the Mag 7. Most of them anyway. Google will invest $25 billion in data centers, which is really interesting because Bitcoin's like flipping everything on earnings week. That's bullish. Google will invest $25 billion in data centers, AI infrastructure across the largest U.S. electric grid. That's pretty bullish too for, of course, big tech. What else we have here? Citigroup, yes. Bank of America. The upgrades, natural gas. World plays football. There's Trump again with that freaking trophy. I was just sharing this last night. Someone brought this up. I want to see if I can pull it up real quick. I don't want to dox anyone though. Let me see. I'm gonna get this pulled up. But yeah, if you guys, a little brief bizarre history I went into last night with some of my friends over on Crypto Futures Patreon. I do like to mix it up over there. It's fun. It's a good time. Guys, and if you're not part of Crypto Futures, check the link down below. I got a link to, of course, Rob over there. One of my favorite people in crypto. And, of course, my favorite Canadian on earth. That's right. So check him out as well. Always love giving him a shout out when I can as well. Right, so where did I find this over here? I was sharing this all night. It was fun with you guys. Where was it? Oh, yeah, here we go. So basically, I was just showing this. I probably won't dox anyone here, but yeah, the trophy, right? When Michael Saylor, this happened at the beginning of the year, when the crypto community kicked off and Michael Saylor was invited, and they brought this frickin' trophy in there. That's the same FIFA trophy. And I was just, of course, referencing Michael Saylor's reaction to, like, what the hell is this doing right in front of me, my face? This is a crypto summit. Why is FIFA here? Yeah, of course, we found out later, of course, that they're trying to get their own coin off the ground. FIFA. Who's better at gotcha mechanics, right, than FIFA when it comes to microtransactions in their software? Oh my God. They're going to have a heyday with crypto once they get that figured out. Anyway, so that's what I'm referring to there. And it's funny to see that freaking trophy back again. And yeah, FIFA. All right, let's see what else we got over on Bloomberg. Doomberg is not doing anything right now. Man, Kramer.
It's bourbon, it's Boeing, it's aircraft.
Well, Boeing's just going to hurt themselves because they need Boeing because there's not enough Airbuses. If the FAA would allow Boeing to be able to raise the cap, we can crush it. We being our...
Boeing. All right, Fox Business is coming back now. And yeah, I'm so happy I can go back and forth between all the big networks now, guys. This is so much fun. It's so crazy. And we do it for free. Guys. Don't pay for something you get for free. Go to newslive.com. God, I love it. Stick it to them. All right. God, you gotta pay for every damn little tiny thing now these days. Let's take a look at assets right now. I'm gonna refresh this. Bitcoin's still sitting at number 6, just below Amazon. Down now about 0.05 in market cap against Amazon. Of course, we flipped Amazon yesterday. All right, let's see what we got here. What else? I guess we could take a look at bubbles again, see if those are starting to come up. No, not really. And then what would I be DCAing into today? It is, of course, still early today, but Virtual's Protocol is still down about 9%. That's not a bad bag if you don't have one already. That is an AI agents play, the biggest AI agents play on Ethereum. OKB, that's up there. I don't know. It looks kind of like an X, so the normies might jump to it. I don't know, guys. Zcash is still down a little bit on the month, not by much. Maker, the Maker DAO. Yeah, probably Maker DAO. That's down about 12% now on the month. But yeah, we're running out of things to DCA into, guys. We're running out. I don't think you want to buy Trump coin, but that's down 7% on the month. Yeah, there's that there. And then we've got, let's look at the top 200. Probably still got the ZBCN. I think that's still down on the month as well. Maybe not. Did it pop off? It might have just started running again. It does whatever the hell it wants. Let's take a look at the chart real quick for ZBCN. It's still hanging out here about 2034. So same price it was pretty much yesterday as well. Yeah, still down 17% on the month. There it is. Still down about 17% on the month. Still my favorite place to probably be throwing my dry powder right now. As I don't know, I mean, Hex is such a dino coin too. I didn't think it would even hang in this long, but still down 22% in the month, 12% of the year. It's actually doing okay, believe it or not. But the Pulse Chain too, down 27. Again, if you're a fan of these coins, it's a no-brainer. You know which ones to DCA into. But if you're not, and you don't have a bag, I definitely recommend, not financial advice, ZBCN. Of course, making the waves with the payroll space. If you want to pay, you get paid every second, every single second of every single day. that could potentially come with the likes of Zbeck, and it's their technology. Love it. I love shilling it every day too. Speaking of shilling, guys, where are the likes? Come on, where's the likes? Come on, help me out. That means you guys don't like me. We gotta go. Guys, I need to shill harder every single day, and that's right. I need to get to 1,000 subs. That's the goal, guys. We need to get to 1,000 subs. Otaku for president, says Twitch in the chat. Let's freaking go. No, I actually, I said this, I really said this one day. I was running down a hallway and I spilled a soda and I broke a bottle. It was like a bottle of Coke, a Mexican Coke. And I said, oh, I'll never become president now, because that's how it works. You run into those butterfly effect-like moments, and the one little thing happens, and boom, you'll never become president now. So no, I won't be able to become president because of that one instance in this reality. Nope. Just a crazy, chaotic degen behind a screen. That's all I'm gonna be now. All right, let's see what else is going on with the news. Everyone's on break right now. We get Fox Business back real quick. We can take a look at that.
The young rascals. It's a beautiful morning. It's actually rather cloudy in New York City at the moment and rather humid, but we'll take what we got. Good morning, everyone. 10 o'clock Eastern. To the money, please. The Dow is down 140 odd points. There's a couple of Dow stocks which are dragging the whole index lower. But look at the rest of the market, especially the Nasdaq, up 128 points. Nvidia, that's why the Nasdaq's up so much. 3.5% gain, 5 points that is. 169 is the price. And Nvidia, the company is now worth $4.145 trillion. The most valuable company in the world.
4.135. Wow, that's insane.
That is going up a little to 4.44%. Bitcoin moderating its winnings after hitting records yesterday. You're at 118,000 on Bitcoin as of now. And that's the markets.
Nice little run-up recovery this morning.
The more we know.
Damn you guys, I'm not going to become president.
He's running for mayor of New York City. He's going to be very hard to beat. In fact, I think he's going to win. And that is disappointing in the extreme. A lot of attention's been paid to his socialist ideas. And
all right, we don't need that. We don't need that FUD news. We'll see what else is going on. Swak Bucks, 30-year treasuries up 5%. Jeez. 10-year treasury almost up 4.5%. 5-year treasury up 4%. 2-year. Yeah, so Dixie's probably having a bit of a rally right now, too. Let's take a look at the Dixie. Yeah, still sitting at 98. Wow, 98.32 this morning, breaking out 98. Will it head up to that 100, that hundo? I hope not. I hope not. We need a weaker dollar, guys. And still my favorite chart to look at every single morning. Look at this baby. Oh, look at this beautiful baby. Year to date, downward trend. I love it. It even looks better, too, if you look at the year. Look at that. Roll on over. Come on, roll on over. But yeah, it's pretty amazing if we actually look at where we're at right now compared to where we were back in COVID. Right back here. It's looking pretty low, pretty low. This is 2022, after we put in all that money, 2021. We haven't been this low since, what was it, 2020, the end of 2021, I think. Yeah, end of 2021, early 2022. Yeah, we were testing that 97 level. That was definitely back in 2021. But yeah, the dollar, rolled over was in the 2005, the recession levels. Yeah, 2008, 77. I don't know if we're going to get that low. I'm still calling for like maybe a 92 this year. Something like a 92 on the Dixie. It would be great. It would be wonderful if we hit that 92. Oh, but yeah, I don't know if it's happening now. All right, so yeah, let's see what's going on. And stablecoins might, of course, bump that up a bit too. We might actually be sitting at a, I don't know, 99. We'll see if that passes and people get rallying on it. Okay, let's see what else we got. Let's look at Fear and Greed real quick and then go back to the talking heads. Fear and Greed coming in right now, 73 in greed for crypto, and the stock market sitting at 77 in extreme greed. Damn. This is the highest we've seen in the last 2 or 3 weeks. We were just 1 point lower yesterday at 76. Pretty good for the stock market. Jake the Snake coming in with a $2 super chat. How's it going? Jake, my God. Chaos in the streets. Otaku in the sheets. Oh my God. Definitely more chaos in the sheets with Otaku in the streets. I don't know. Either way, I guess it's a good time. Oh my God, Jake, you're crazy. Crazy, my guy. That's why I love hanging out with you guys. You definitely introduce more chaos into the stream than anyone else, Jake. You are definitely my herald of chaos here on the channel. I love you, man. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, Otaku Party, the Otaku Party, and the Flames. Of course, I love the Flames, guys. I do like my Flames. And it doesn't cost anything to, of course, like, subscribe, and throw flames in the chat to support the channel. I love it, guys. Thanks again. All right, let's see what's going on. Bloomberg's coming back. Let's see what they have to say now. Hopefully they're talking about some sort of possible push for legislation in the House this morning.
YouTube as well as
no mention at all this morning.
Bloomberg Live Radio, that's where you'll find us. Big day on the economic front. We'll get to that. CPI data, and we get some big bank earnings coming out early this morning.
We're just
generally
being overshadowed.
Pretty solid, particularly for JP Morgan. Ira Jersey, Bloomberg Intelligence Chief Interest Rate Strategist, will join us to talk about some of that eco data, what it might mean for our Federal Reserve. Walter Todd, President, Chief Investment Officer, and Managing Director at Greenwood Capital, will get his market call here. Michelle Davis, Bloomberg Senior Deals Reporter, talking about United Healthcare.
We're not going to get that news from Bloomberg this morning. We're going to have to hope that the headlines come out. It is 10 o'clock now, so let's take a look back over the crypto news, see if we got any of those headlines popping up for the House and Senate and the current moves happening over there. Bitcoin price watch, bulls on hold, yada yada, nothing article there. AI meets crypto payments, Bitcoin now worth more than Google and Amazon. Yeah, it's old news yesterday. No one's covering it right now. Bitcoin.com is usually pretty good at this stuff, so maybe by noon we'll see something, but it looks like not this morning. We've got Crypto's Newsland, analysts reveal 3 coins, yada yada, nothing there. All these are nothing articles. Kazakhstan explores crypto investments for national reserves and fund strategy. This is old news. We've been talking about this for 2 weeks now. Very bullish for Kazakhstan. Again, very nice. Of course, being one of the largest countries right now mining crypto and buying it up like crazy. What else we have here? That's like the only real good news or like real news sitting on their headlines on Crypto Newsland, and it's old news too. That's sad. Let's take a look at CoinDesk real quick and cryptonews.net. Cryptonews.net. Bitcoin rally stalls as long-term hodlers cash out. What a bad time to be cashing out. The most talked about altcoin for the last days. Yeah. Strategy, skeptic Vanguard becomes largest shareholder. Yeah, this was funny. We covered this last night. There was a little clip on, I think it was CNBC, had a little clip on it. And they're like, now Vanguard becomes the largest shareholder of MicroStrategy, but they don't have a Bitcoin strategy and they don't offer Bitcoin to their clients. It's so stupid.
What are you, stupid?
It's like they missed the notice that says, you can hold Bitcoin on the balance sheet and it won't count against you now. we have clear we're getting clear guidance and laws. So they're behind on that. Was it blockchain security firm Cirkic reveals major decentralized finance depot protocols being targeted by hackers. Okay, Standard Chartered now offers institutional Bitcoin, Ethereum trading. Standard Chartered is still calling for $200,000 Bitcoin this year. Breaking U.S. inflation data is released. Yes, Bitcoin's reaction, of course, is to come up a little bit as we saw this morning. What else do we have here? Nothing pertaining to Congress. Screw it. I'm literally just gonna go on Google now because I had to do this yesterday and we got a Politico article. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good article. I had to give their journalists over there a pat on the back because Politico actually did well with crypto related news. All right, so Congress, clarity, and we'll just put genius and see what we get on Google and I guess crypto. Boom. Anything new on the news? 2 weeks ago, a day ago, 20 hours ago, 13 hours, 6 hours ago, Congress pushes crypto. There's Crypto Week. We can take a look at that. 5 hours ago, Crypto Week begins. Yeah. And it's pretty stale, guys. This is ridiculous. Where is the news? And we can go to the horse's mouth too and take a look at C-SPAN and see if we can check out and see if anyone's talking about it live this morning. Oh my God. Really? C-SPAN, come on. What are they? Joe Manchin. What is it? Live. Schedule. There's a schedule at least. House Representatives. Live. Show me live. U.S. House.
Trump and Secretary McMahon are choosing to make it more difficult for your child to get the attention and high-quality education that they deserve at school.
Okay.
They are choosing to miss deadlines and hold your tax dollars hostage. Tax dollars meant specifically for our children. This funding is typically released every year before July 1st to ensure that schools are ready to go for the school year that is about to start the next month.
All right, so yeah, it looks like they're not getting into the crypto sessions yet. Maybe that's going to come this afternoon, but they have to get the ball rolling because they have testimony coming in, of course, from crypto experts like Charles Hoskinson, as I covered yesterday, and then they have to, of course, debate a little bit before tomorrow's voting on the Clarity Act and then Thursday's vote on the Genius Act, the stablecoin bill. All right, so yeah, let me know in the chat if you think that we're going to have any problems with this week, if we're just going to come back and, we're just going to have a standalone victory, or if we're going to get some sort of resistance from the Democrats on this. I don't think it's going to take much for the Republican Party to vote for these bills, but the Democrats, of course, have had a little bit more of a pushback now since the big beautiful bill. And but again, in the past, in Biden's era, there was more bipartisan support on crypto, so maybe we'll see a little bit more of that rear its ugly head, or its I don't know, shiny head. I don't know what the hell you would call it today. Unicorn, I guess, in the House and Senate. All right, let's get back into Bloomberg real quick, see what they're rattling about. Hopefully, stop talking about bank earnings.
Ticker WFC and Dow shares down more than 4.5% right now. And so, it really was the fixed income trading boom that Citi enjoyed was
we're getting overshadowed by bank earnings today, guys. It sucks. It really sucks. And then crypto news is really not going to pop off till the afternoon. That sucks. All right, what else we got here? Let's take a look and see. Fox Business. Yeah, it's weird stuff. Squawk on the street. All right, and then let me know in the chat what you guys think. I'm gonna get back in the chat real quick while we're waiting for people to come back and talk about things we actually care about in our space. All right, let's see here. We got some interesting things here now. Shill harder. Goal is 1 like per viewer. Guys, we need to be hitting those like buttons. Come on. We need 37, 40 likes right now. Hit that like button. Doesn't cost you a damn thing. And then, thank you, Jake, for doing that, reminding me to shill. And then Joy says, what's the price prediction for Moonwell? TA for Moonwell. Thank you. Yeah, we take a look at Moonwell real quick while we're waiting for the news to pop off and catch up with us today. Bitcoin sitting at 18.5, looking pretty good. A return back to 119 is coming soon. Soon? Moon soon? Maybe.
When will then be now? Soon.
All right, I think I still have Moonwell up here. Right? Moonwell, yes. Oof, look at that breakout, guys. This is good. Again, almost looks like Bitcoin's chart right now, right? Exactly like Bitcoin's chart right now. And a lot of coins are, of course, going to have the same sort of patterns. So right now we're looking at a breakout right now. We just needed to get to, we need to get past this hump right here. 33 cents. 3 cents. 3 cents. 3 cents. 3. We need to break basically into 3 cents 4, and then you'll start to see a bit more of a push to new highs for Moonwell in the local area. I mean, not new all-time highs, but we'll get that game started. And look how, oh my God, it's been a while since I looked at this chart. Look at this. What is this? It's funny. I drew this. When did I draw this damn thing? Back in, no, there's no way I drew that back in February. I probably drew that back in the end of May. Because I'm like, oh yeah, it's probably gonna create a cup and handle pattern. We gotta return back to here, and then we're gonna just keep going. So again, we're just trying to break out of this pennant, and it'll happen. Hopefully, it'll happen sooner than I've gotten drawn on the board, because this is August right here. But it could take as long as August, but I doubt it. I think it's going to happen probably in the next week or two before the beginning of August. I mean, a lot of coins are going to do the same thing, guys. Just remember, everything, of course, follows Bitcoin. So, again, just wait for that to break out, and then you'll see, of course, a retest to I'm such a habit of saying 2 zeros. We're looking at 6.5 cents, basically, on that breakout. All right, so still the same. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed, guys. Nothing. Let's go. Okay, what else we got in here in the chat? Salutations. Good morning, Danny. Super Danny in the house. How's it going, Danny? Of course, we love you. We love you, Danny. Thanks for those flames too, my guy. Thank you. What else do we have here? Darren Dunaway says, Trump coming up on live soon. Interesting. Thank you for the heads up on that. We'll definitely see that over on Bloomberg, as they're pretty good about that, covering Trump. Let's go back to Doomberg real quick, and we'll leave that up just in case the big man starts to show up. Orange man, of course. Okay, Jacob Snake says, what the heck is a Kakistan? What the hell? You talking about Kakistan? Kakistan. Kazakhstan, right? Very nice, very nice. You know what Kazakhstan is. I'm a Borat, yes. Man, that's one of my favorite movies. Okay, so good morning, Otaku brother. You're staying as busy as Rob. Keep it up, my guy. Of course, you gotta stay busy. Oh, and as soon as I leave the live, guys, I'm busy on this too. So don't you forget. Very, very, very busy. Finishing up the studio. It's gonna take so much longer, guys, than I thought it was gonna take. My God. But we're working on it every day. We're making a chip at it. I've got a I don't know if you guys remember my last studio, but I had like a sci-fi door. So I'm almost finishing up that now too. Kind of see it in the corner over there. So yeah, I'm getting my sci-fi door back up again. That is, of course, my dystopian future potential, dystopian future door that we're in 2025 now. We're gonna have airlocks everywhere just to keep the zombies out and keep us all preserved well. Anyway, what else we got here? The salutations. Yes, Danny, Super Danny's in the house, and Jacob said good morning, Daniel-san. That's right. Good morning, Daniel-san. What do we got here talking about? Bloomberg says, Besson says formal process for Powell's successor has started. So they're going to pick, of course, his replacement, but he's going to be out either way next year. But I think the end of the first quarter, beginning of the second quarter, he's going to be gone. Yeah, they're still talking about freaking Powell.
Once that's over, he'll just make a clean break with the Fed, and then we'll wind up with a new chair and a new governor. I think the president has to understand too is that the chair does not make the decision. The chair is only the chairperson of of the Federal Open Market Committee, so you need to convince all of these other members to cut rates as well. And if you look at the dot plot from June, we still have almost half the members saying we don't think we need to cut at all this year based on our forecasts.
All right, dots go on the Bloomberg terminal. Ira Jersey, Chief U.S. interest rate strategist, Bloomberg Intelligence.
Yeah, we're still looking like one or two
in the Princeton, New Jersey offices, just getting ready for that outstanding lunch they have there. The Princeton office. Spectacular. I mean, it's just every day. You're stuck in the middle of nowhere. They got to feed you. This is Bloomberg. Good morning.
What the hell? What the hell? Yeah, so I don't know. Let me know in the chat, what is Trump supposed to address this morning? Is it the more Ukraine-Russia stuff? Is it going to be CPI? Is it going to be too late Powell? Like, what's going to be the primary topic? Crypto week? I mean, I don't think he's going to be talking about crypto week. But let's see. Trump to address. Let's see. 2 days, 18 hours, 23 hours, 4 hours ago, Trump shrugs off giving Parliament speech when his UK visit. Okay, when he visits UK. Big Bodo Gaines says, good morning. $2 super chat. Thank you, Big Bodo, for supporting the chaos. we love you, Big Bodo. Big Bodo. Man. Good morning, good morning. All right, so Donald Trump has said he's no need to recall MPs of Parliament so he can make a speech during an upcoming UK state visit, saying let them have a good time instead. Okay. He just did a really good trade deal with them, I assume. That's what they were talking about last week. What else? Apple... Why are they just... Oh, wait. Yeah, we just got a little bit of a headline there. I don't think I can rewind on this. This is just live only. But again, I'm not complaining about something I get for free. The Financial Times is notorious... Okay, yeah. Caroline Levitt. Trying to stop killing and end this war. So it's probably going to be talking about Ukraine and Russia this morning. Trump makes deal to sell NATO weapons for Ukraine. That came out yesterday. If you guys didn't catch up on that. Basically, what happened was... we don't want to pay for it. Let's let NATO pick up the bill and pay their fair share. And that's pretty fair. Again, I'm not a huge fan of Trump, but my God, it seems like this cabinet, the White House cabinet, has been getting shit done this year. The most I've ever seen covered. It's crazy. All right. So what else? White House denies Republican. RPT Trump. What? I don't know. Wants Ukraine to hit Moscow. Trump, wow, denies that Trump wants to, okay. I got it. So that's what he's going to come out and probably address this morning. And yeah, there's nothing else really happening on the other talking heads. According to our space, it's all just earnings today, man. Earnings, of course, banking, and yeah, all that stuff happening. Let's take a look on the day and see if things are coming back up yet on the top 100. Everything's still down about 2% on average. Okie dokie. All right, did we give them enough time? Looks like Bitcoin has a little bit more of a retracement now, heading back down to retest 118. Yeah, we lost 118. Whoa. When banana. Soon. Okay, let's zoom in here. We got to get back to the 15-minute. There we go. Yeah, we can see we're still chipping away here. Again, still early in the day. We have until probably 12:30, 1:30. They'll probably start seeing a little bit more move to the upside, a little bit more maybe after another retest and a breakout. That's hopefully what we see today. They'll take us into the market, yeah, right around 1:30, 2 o'clock. Something like that is kind of what I'm expecting today. We shall see. This is my hopium prediction there on the chart. We'll throw that up there. Of course, landing right on top of our bear target from last night. Ridiculous. Okay. What else can we get into? Let's see if any news is loading. Clicking on the wrong links. There we go. This is, of course, Bitcoin.com, news.bitcoin.com. Yeah, and we're still waiting for the general sessions to finish up over at C-SPAN. Man, it's just kind of stale right now, guys. Kind of stale. I'm not sure what their lineup is, but man, they're taking their sweet time in Congress today. They got to get the stuff moving. Gold price to build up reserves. Talking about the business flash right now, see what's currently moving.
The S&P higher by 14, 62.82. Briefly hit 6,300. Right now we have got the S&P up 0.2%. The NASDAQ Composite Index trading at a record up 164, up another 0.8%. Now at 20,803 on NASDAQ. A rally in stocks driven by a fairly tame inflation reading lost some steam. Bonds erased gains as the data did little to alter bets on Fed rate cuts. 10-year 4.46%, the 2-year 3.94%. Spot gold up $3 the ounce, up by about 0.1%. A retreat for crude down 0.7.
That's a pretty big move for gold.
$66.50 a barrel. And Bitcoin now down by 2%, further falling from yesterday's record at 117,840 on Bitcoin. Apple has struck a $500 million deal to buy rare earth minerals from MP Materials. That's the American producer that just last week secured backing from the Pentagon. And CoreWeave, a provider of AI computing power to companies including OpenAI and Microsoft, says it plans to invest as much as $6 billion to set up a data center in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I'm Charlie Pellet. That is a Bloomberg Business Flash.
All right. Thank you, Charlie. Welcome back. This is Bloomberg Intelligence. I'm Lisa McKay alongside Paul Sweeney. A lot going on today. We have inflation data, bank earnings. Here to break it all down for us is Walter Todd. He's President, Chief Investment Officer, Managing Director at Greenwood Capital. Walter, I mean, where do I start?
All right. I don't want to listen to them rattle on about banks and earnings and yada, yada, yada. That's like pretty much all today's talking on Bloomberg and the likes of CNBC and everything else. Okay. I'm going to leave that in the background, see if I see Trump pop up. We're going to stay on a little later today just to see if we do catch the big man himself. And then, yeah, what we got here in the chat. Let's check up real quick on the chat. Darren Dunaway says, Indonesia deal made maybe, but heard from another channel. Huh. That's a decent deal, I guess, if we did hit that one. Of course, not the biggest ones we could land. Carlos saying the official Musk is in Solana. Okay, is that a link there? I don't know what that is. Pump after a healthy correction. Musk is ready to explode again. Oh, you're talking about a Musk meme coin. Kevin Binkley and Overcome with a $2 and a $5 respectively. Kevin Binkley, $5 super chat. Thank you, my guy. Thank you. Thanks again, Overcome, as well. Good morning, Chaos Group. Good morning. Following Jake's lead. Yes, guys, we got to overcome this negative price action we have right now. It's really not that bad. Just, of course, a retracement down to 117, 118. All right, see what we got here. Anything else? We're rattling on. We got more news. We got less news for our space. Let's take a look and see what they're rattling on. Real quick. Stocks rise as treasury yields fall.
There's some pro-growth initiatives in there, but the big thing we really did was avoid a major headwind and tax increases at the end of the year. So that's good to get that certainty in front of us. But kind of the next leg higher for the market, I don't know that earnings are going to be enough to get us there, and that's why we think we're going to need to kind of digest some data here.
Now, Walter, you mentioned earnings. So aside from bank earnings, we get reports, this week, Johnson & Johnson, Netflix, PepsiCo. Have earning estimates, have they been conservative? Are we going to start to see a change?
I want to pull my hand out.
I think it's definitely very industry specific. And so when you look at kind of how the market's traded off the bottom, it's very...
All right. Let's get back in and see if the headlines are starting to find their way to us. Someone's got to have a leak in their schedule. What do you need to know about Roman? The money never stops. Money never sleeps. Wall Street is waking up. I do like that headline though. Money never sleeps and Wall Street's waking up. Wall Street 3.0 replaces legacy systems and gatekeepers with tokenized equity. It's already happened on Solana, guys. It's already started. Global inclusion and real-time trading, ushering in a new era of financial democratization and efficiency. All right, this is brought to you by Cointelegraph. Seismic shift is underway. Suits are given away. Smart contracts, trading floors, and tokenized token pools and bankers to builders. Just as the internet democratized access to information, blockchain is set to democratize ownership and redistribute financial power. Wall Street is passing the torch to Web3. This isn't evolution, it's a full-scale re-architecture of the global financial system. Let's freaking go. I do love how they they orchestrated that in the beginning of the headline of this article. Money never sleeps. Stock market has existed for 400 years. Smoke-filled coffee houses in Amsterdam evolved into handshake deals in New York. Handshake deals quickly formalized into paper contracts. These paper contracts traded fiercely in open outcry pits. Wall Street boomed, shouting. Traders disappeared into a melting frenzy in technology and electronic trading. All right, before I get too deep in this article, I do want to make sure I've got one of these guys in the corner of my eye, so I can see if the orange man gets on there. Let me know in the chat if I missed the orange man. I do want to finish this article out. I do like this one. Of course, giving us a little bit of a brief history of the stock market and of course, where we're headed to tokenize it. Right, so here, the new era of decentralization is natural progression of the timeline of inevitable disruption. Of course, all the money is made when we disrupt the old technology with the new technology. The crypto market never closes, and the stock market does. Restricted trading hours stock the deck against the retail investors. The U.S. stock market runs 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. I always thought this was funny too, because this is like the normal day, 9 to 5 for every working American, which means that they, unless they have a very long lunch break, cannot really participate very much in the stock market. So again, it's kind of a vehicle that does not allow the normies to play in. 6.5 hours of trading. That's it. That's only 6.5 hours. Not even a full day. So again, everyone's working 8 hours. Fully covers that 6.5 hours of trading. Yet institutions enjoy the luxury of accessing the market 13.5 hours a day daily, 4 a.m. and 8 p.m. To 8 p.m. The appetite for the inclusive market accesses is ravenous. Robinhood introduced extended trading hours in June of 2023. Users benefit from the extra 6.5 hours of trading. After hours trading volumes have doubled since the launch. Still, this isn't bulletproof. Traders aren't processed in real time. Trades are not processed in real time, and orders are queued and it's execution at the next session's open. Stranger things. Fixed trading hours spawn strange distortions. Strange distortions cause in point the night effect, and the strategy involves buying U.S. stocks as the market close 4 p.m. Eastern, New York time. and selling time when the market opens at 9:30 a.m. It's exactly why we open up every day at 9:30. Over the past 30 years, a simple move would be to deliver the staggering 1,100 return on the Oh, damn, Attila the Hun coming in with a $20 super chat. Boom! Boom, my guy.
Give me money. Money me. Money now. Me, money needing a lot now.
Attila the Hun saying, let's go. When rich. When rich. You know that.
When will then be now? Soon.
Yes, pre-rich guys. That's where we are right now. Yes, Attila the Hun. Thanks for making my money great. What is XCN doing this week? Sorry if you already talked about XCN already. No, we have actually not talked about XCN yet. But of course, everything is following Bitcoin. We could definitely take a look at XCN as soon as I'm done with this article here. Which, yeah, we're pretty much wrapping up right now. Now reverse the trade, buy the open and sell the close, and cumulative returns to under 100%. Plenty happens overnight. Companies release earnings after the bell, breaking macroeconomic news and global developments filter into asset prices. Retail investors are locked out of reacting and frozen on the sidelines while institutional capital moves into the market. Institutions benefit from the exclusive access to financial markets. They don't play regular market hour rules, but the edge evaporates the world without overnight where tokenized and crypto native markets trade fluidly 24/7. Exactly where we're going to go with everything when the rest of the market does not sleep anymore. And that's of course where crypto is coming in. Tokenization is democratization. Naturally, there are some dissenting voices on Wall Street against fluid, always-on markets. The resistance stems from the traditional markets are structured. You have multiple layers of compliance, trade approvals, and self-inflicted bureaucracy. This means that you need more people to handle the more paperwork. There's so much friction in the current way we trade. It's ridiculous. Too. Crypto is an elegant solution. Tokenized equity, real-world stocks, and ETFs are traded on the blockchain 24/7, globally accessible to anyone, anywhere, and it represents the apex of efficient markets where prices react to real-time news events, hyper-efficient markets stripped of asymmetric information. Kraken recently announced it will be offering tokenized stocks and non-U.S. residents. Tokens will be stored on the Solana blockchain and backed 1-to-1 by actual shares. Again, guys, Solana's been doing this now for I think like 6 months or so, or maybe a little more. If you go into Solana backed securities, stocks, whatever one pulls it up first. Okay. Okay. Yeah, thank you for nothing, Google AI. Okay, so and of course you can get these on certain dexes. Solana's tokenized stock market more than triples, and this is as of 7 days ago, as a week ago. So tokenized stocks rise significantly with 61 assets issued via Switzerland's backed finance and fueling the market expansion. Yeah, there's just, again, you can go into more detail. I don't want to spend too much time on it. I think I already said enough. But yeah, the big takeaway on this is we're only getting started. Solana's already got the beginning on this, and Larry Fink, of course, he's mentioned there as well, has been the outlier, the major proponent of this moving into the digital world. All right, okay, let's get into, I want to get into XCN real quick before the big man comes on. I still haven't seen him pop up in the corner of my eye yet, so yeah, Orange Man is still not out yet. Let's take a look at XCN real quick for Attila the Hun. All right, let's see what's going on with XCN. It did want to get back up above. It wants so hard to get back up above 2 cents. It wants so hard, but it's not quite there yet. Again, looking a lot like what was that coin I just looked at earlier? Well, right? Looking a lot like Well. Right, so we're starting to see a little bit of a break upwards, and now we're in a little bit of retracement because that's exactly what Bitcoin's doing right now too. So again, everything's kind of following Bitcoin in terms of price action. So when Bitcoin breaks out, more than likely, XCN, Swiftcoin, as well, Jasmy, everything else will break out with it. Also providing that Ethereum also is moving with these changes as well, as Bitcoin moves up too. Okay, so getting back to XCN. So XCN definitely has to get it back above that, was it 189, basically 2 cent level. I gotta get rid of this alarm. Okay. All right, so that's what we're looking at for XCN. That's the major level of resistance we got to break through. Come on, make that a little thicker and a little more vibrante. There we go. And get rid of that arrow. What the hell? There we go. Okay, so yeah, that's where the target we're looking at right now for XCN. And yeah, that could happen today. I mean, we saw a huge breakout. What was it? Last Friday. Holy crap, this was explosive. Oh, that was Monday. That was Monday. That was explosive. Back to 2 cents. If we go back to further, farther levels of support and resistance. We can see here that, yeah, we're just kind of hanging out here where we were before. So we have history here, creating resistance from the past levels of support. And so I don't think it's going to take too long to break through that. But again, Bitcoin and the rest of crypto has to move. We got to get more liquidity into the market. And yeah, let's get this going. Hopefully by the end of the week. Hopefully at the end of the week we'll see Jasmine move up as well. I mean, Jasmine's been doing pretty damn well, I think, as well. Again, these three are going to move together, right? XCN first, then Jasmine, then Swiftcoin. In terms of price action, in terms of movements, these are what I've always been watching for my my swing trades this year. I'm very, very, I guess, well known for trading XCN, Jasmine, and Swiftcoin. In that order too. Was it last February, March? I made about $10,000 or $12,000 in a single day. Just yeah, going in between those three. And again, just off the top, throwing it all back in and letting it still ride. Yeah, I do love those three trading pairs. Okay, moving back into the news. The news looks like Doomberg is done. They're on break right now. Let's take a look at CNBC, Fox Business. Nothing else related to crypto. Energy Secretary. Yeah, and then Berkeley investigated on allegation. Okay, whatever. So yeah, we might have it might be a slow start this today, but they have to get going sometime with Crypto Week, right? I mean, what the hell? What the hell? Anything else popping up on the news this morning? And I already showed you guys C-SPAN. Do I still have C-SPAN? I have so many tabs pulled up right now. I do still have C-SPAN. Let's refresh here and see what they're talking about. Like right now they just have general hearings.
In the decline of rail, the Waterville Hotel pressed on. Under the stewardship of generations, most notably under Jess and William Smith, from 1933 to 1945, it reinvented itself, evolving along with its patrons and the purpose it served, the Pennsylvania wilds. Fast forward to 2023, when local residents Jason McCall
just talking about what Pennsylvania needs are right now. The Pennsylvanians. All right. What else we have here? Where's their schedule? Let's see if there's anything popping up on the schedule. Probably not. Not anything specific. Yeah. Yeah, doesn't tell us anything. And they have a freaking women's softball game on the it's 7:30 at night, so ain't nothing really happening then either on Wednesday. But yeah, we're probably looking at, if I'm looking at their schedule, I'd be assuming by noon today they're probably going to start this off with you know, at least bringing in testimonies for crypto. So look at that. That's probably what's happening there. Again, does it go into details? House will consider 2026 defense spending, really legislation, second government spending measure to be considered in the House this year. Public affair events, hearings, speeches, interviews. That's 10 p.m. My God, 10 p.m. I don't know, guys. They're such a mess. The White House is such a mess. And then yeah, tomorrow we do have voting. They're supposed to be voting for the Clarity Act tomorrow, and Thursday for voting for the stablecoin bill. And again, do they even mention any of that crypto stuff on here? Probably not. Capitol building, live gavel-to-gavel coverage. Okay. Yeah. Public affairs interview. Yeah, at midnight. Wow. Crazy world we live in, guys. Yeah, and we're not getting any news here. What about the... Yeah, we'll see what else. Let's see what else we got on Bloomberg before we head out, because I don't think we're going to get anything else crypto-related this morning. All right, so everyone's on recess. We're not talking about anything we want. That's Energy Secretary rattling on. Bloomberg is still on break. And this alarm has got to go. What the hell? All right, let's see. Anything headlining, anything new? Inflation picks up again in June. Yeah, we already read that. CNBC headlines right now. Next frontier is real estate, data centers on the moon, and space support infrastructure. There we go. Finally, we get some headline on crypto. It's a huge week for crypto in DC, but the industry may not get everything they want. This was published, about 10 minutes ago. Okay, so it's Crypto Week in Washington. The crypto industry is set to notch a major win this week if the House can pass 2 bills that will step along lobbied for a regulatory framework for digital assets. The stablecoin bill, known as the Genius Act, has already passed the Senate and looks to be one to become the first standalone crypto measure signed into law. The House to do the same, but the real prize of the industry is wider and more complex than the market structure called the Clarity Act, which faces a more difficult path than to President Donald Trump's desk. Seeking clarity. The Clarity Act has set the rules when an asset is considered a security and overseen by Securities and Exchange Commission versus when it should be considered a commodity that is overseen by the Commodities Futures Trading Commission, the CFTC, which I think should have been involved from the very beginning, and it's absolutely absurd that we've been run through the ringer by the SEC for as long as we have been. The act is likely to pass the House on Wednesday, given the bipartisan support when the bill cleared the 2 committees, but the path in the Senate is murky, as Democrats could withhold their support over concerns of how Trump and his family are benefiting from crypto. The Trump family growing into the crypto empire includes Trump's token, Melania's meme coins, a stablecoin. Yeah. We don't need to get into all. We know what those are. Some lawmakers are back to the narrower stablecoin bill. Did so hopes of seeing the wider market structure package address conflicts of interest. President Trump's crypto corruption distorts the digital asset marketplace, says Senator Raphael Warnock. What the hell, Diga, who voted for the Georgia, Democrat of Georgia, I guess, who voted for a stablecoin bill. Writing a bill with a corruption caveat for the president sends a clear message that Congress is not serious about addressing corruption, which we know undermines investors' faith in the capital markets. Pushing it to pass, Coinbase attempted to literally sweeten the deal on Clarity Act for lawmakers with an advertising push that included handling out about 5,000 chocolate bars around DC. What the hell? Oh, wow. They tried to entice Democrats by giving them chocolate. I mean, it kind of works for was it Pelosi, right? Because she I know she really is a sweet tooth. She's got that giant freezer full of ice cream, a walk-in freezer in our house. It's crazy. The Candy Ripers cited a morning consulting poll that found about 1 in 5 Americans own crypto. Damn, that's pretty big. That's pretty big. We're growing, guys. We're growing. Coinbase, Ripple, and I wonder if we could find that chocolate bar. And so it's literally a candy wrapper for the bar that says 1 in 5 Americans own crypto, and you had to eat it. You had to see, of course, that information if you ate that candy bar. That's a pretty fun way to to get people to notice. Coinbase, Ripple, and other crypto companies are lobbying the Congress to pass to put their concerns aside and back the market structure package, anticipating the more regulatory certainty will encourage more investment in crypto. It's kind of silly and very what do you call it? Very hypocritical that Democrats and of course the best trader on earth, Nancy Pelosi, of course, is one of the top earning people in the Democratic Party. I don't even know how big her portfolio is now. But versus Trump's, alleged. I mean, he is definitely profiting off of crypto. But I mean, yeah, the banks and everything else behind Elizabeth Warren. You have all the lobbyists, and of course, lining all their pockets. And this is just another bit of corruption. But we're not addressing the already available corruption. And I think we're going to get more clarity. And of course, when everything's tokenized and stocks are traded, and you're going to know exactly who's trading with who, it's going to be pretty clear where these handouts are coming from. And we should be able to stop corruption in the future, you would hope. I don't know. This is me ranting about what I hope and dream for. for our representatives. Anyway, when consumers buy and sell and trade these digital assets, they want to know what they're getting and want to know that they're using a reputable intermediary. Coinbase Vice President in of U.S. Policy, Kara Calvert, told CNBC, and what this bill does is provide that construct to do that. All right, so the Senate is set to introduce its own market structure bill this month. Looks like we got Citigroup talking over there. I'm still waiting for Trump to rear his head on the corner of my screen. Senate Banking Chair Tim Scott, RSC, is working with Senator Cynthia Lummis, RWO, and others to, RWO. Representative of Wyoming, Republican. It's so weird that they put these. Anyway, others on the measure. Other Democrats are planning to work with Republicans on the bill. Including Senator Kristen Gillibrand, Democrat of New York, who worked on the previous market structure bill with Lummis. We have a lot of work to do. We're going to get the work on the bipartisan basis over the next month. She told CNBC in the brief interview with Capital. Genius and the Fed. The House is scheduled for a Genius vote on Thursday. The packages cleared the Senate last month with 18 Democrats joining the most Republicans to support the measure. The House has stood down on their own version, and the bill is under pressure from Trump, who told lawmakers via Truth Social post to get it to my desk as soon as possible. No delays, no add-ons. I do remember when he said that. That was like last month, wasn't it? In addition to the major bill, the bills, the crypto industry has pushed for. The House will also make a separate measure that would prevent the Federal Reserve from issuing a central bank digital currency, of course, CBDC. The bill is expected to pass a vote scheduled on Wednesday. So we got the CBDC bill and the Clarity Act hopefully up for passing on Wednesday. All right, Blockchain Association CEO Summer Mersinger said that the crypto industry supports the bill. If this is something that the private sector should do, the government should not be competing, she said. All right, so that's what's going on again. No major updates this week. Again, just reciting all this information. Again, this is what's happening this week to look forward to. The big votes don't really start until tomorrow. But they have to debate it. They need time to debate it. And everyone's just wasting time right now with general speeches on the House floor. But yeah, we have testimony supposed to be coming in by Charles Hoskinson. I covered that last night. He's on the docket to talk today or tomorrow. I would imagine it's going to be today. I can never spell his name. Hoskinson. Charles Hoskinson. Did I really just put a... Where's the S? Whatever. Hoskinson. All right, and then testify. A week ago, 5 days ago. News. He's supposed to be out there today. Or tomorrow. Yeah, I might get any news on this. It's, again, all the insiders are just kind of leaking this stuff slowly out, so we're not getting a good a feel for what's going to happen this week. It's all kind of cloudy. Speaking of cloudy, let's look at the price action of Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin down to 116.8. Damn. So yeah, they would not allow the bears would not allow us to get back above to 119. So another retracement just quickly to 116.8. Again, we're still seeing some support here, but the more we pound down on this, the more chances are we might break underneath it. But we still have not gotten underneath 116.6, which is of course our line in the sand right now for Bitcoin. So yeah, keep that on your charts. That's the big one, guys. That's the big one. If we can break through this right now, then yeah, we're going to go back down. We're probably going to retest somewhere between 111 and 113. Those are the new two levels we're watching, levels of support. And again, we don't have too much time up here. We just broken up here. So it takes usually about 2 weeks to really gain levels of support to some effect that are going to hold us up. And again, this is still pretty new. Again, the markets could still rally on any of these bills passing. We can still see people get wrecked as well for longs. Let's take a look real quick at the order books while we're looking at Bitcoin, because I am curious as to what that's looking like right now. And yeah, they're still not talking about anything interesting on Bloomberg. Okay, so yeah, looks like right now the Bears are having it. The Bears are definitely having their day. But we are creating, look at this channel on the short term. Look at this. This is interesting. We're creating a new channel we're going to get stuck in for a little bit here. Between 118 and, oh, well, that's technically, no, that's still short term. That's the day. So yeah, 118 more than likely, and 116. So about $2,000 channel. We'll see if we can bounce up and down here for a day or two, depending on what happens with the Congress today and tomorrow. Okay, so that's kind of what Bitcoin's outlook is right now. We can probably come back up here and retest 119. Maybe there might be legs up there, and then of course probably get slammed down after that. And then yeah, we'll get stuck in this channel for a little bit. That's probably what's going to happen. Okay, so it is almost 11 o'clock, guys. Now we're going into overtime, and nothing in terms of news is coming out. We're probably going to have a ton of news to talk about tonight on the market open for the foreign market live stream. That is, of course, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. So if you are, of course, following us every single day, we of course do. If you're not following us every day, we do Crypto Chaos Magic every single night. That's where we get all these crazy probabilities on the chart, of course, from Crypto Chaos Magic. And yeah, it's crazy how we basically came right on top of our bear target from last night. And even though it was looking a little bullish going into the market open, as soon as we finished that live stream, we crashed down onto our target. That's ridiculous. But again, guys, tired of winning. I want to be so wrong. I want to be so freaking wrong. So wrong. I am tired. I'm tired. You might take a nap. I'm so tired. No, I got to get some stuff done in the studio today. Bitcoin sitting at 116 as we end the live. Jake the Snake comes in and says, is there a W formation on the XCN chart? A W forming? Let's take a look and see what's happening here. What do we have here? I mean, it's looking kind of like the same as Bitcoin. It's still very bullish, though, guys. Look at that. It's still very bullish on XCN right now. This is on the 1 hour chart. Let's take a look at the 15-minute. Yeah, I mean, it's still, it's creating a bull penny right now. Yeah, I mean, we could break out by the end of the night into tomorrow morning, something like that. That would happen somewhere around like maybe as early as 2 a.m., something like that tomorrow. Okay, what do we got here? Ricky Ricardo says XRP is the new Bitcoin and XDC is the new ETH. What? What? No, no. No, too centralized for that to happen, my guy. Okay, so what else we have here? OG Boban says, do you see my charts, my chats? OG Boban. Oh yeah, thank you. I did not see that. Yeah, you're in between the super chats there. Again, thank you guys for all those super chats this morning. Thanks again for supporting the channel. Till the Hun, Overcome, Jake the Snake, of course, Big Bodo Gaines, Kevin Binkley, all of you guys. A shout out, of course, to all you guys. Thanks again for supporting the channel. Yeah, Jake the Snake saying Z-Bink and Overcome bringing the heat. And OG Boban. I was listening to Rao Paul and he says that top will be in January, February. What do I think about that? I think he's probably got, of course, a really good reason for that. And again, extended market cycle. Everyone's kind of looking at that because how late we're popping off. It is very possible that, and I do still think that. Let me get back to it. Again, if we get true market true market adoption for Bitcoin specifically, right? Everything else, of course, will come along with it. But if we do actually continue to get this run going, and we get as close as December, right? If I am I out that far? Can I see December on the chart? And it's October. Oh, there we go. I can see it there now on the daily. My God, that banana. Say we do hit this banana, right? And we get the banana somewhere between 200K, yeah, 205. Let's just call it there. We'll stop it right there. We'll grow that banana that big. So we say we do something like this, right? We run up, we do something like this, right? We do something like this, and then we sell off right there. That's in August. Holy crap, that's in August of 2026. Damn it! I gotta go farther out. I don't have a big enough screen for this for the show. Everyone needs to increase their their dimensions to like, 5K or 4K, 8K, so I can do this. God. Okay, so the banana there, 200K, somewhere between right here. Yeah, somewhere right November. Yeah, that'll be probably good there. All right, so say we run this up, right? We do this, we follow the M2 money supply, they print all the money in the world, whatever. We hit about 210, something like this, and then we start rolling over. Why? Because we're going to start having to sell. Everyone's going to have to, of course, settle for taxes. So I expect something like that to happen. So maybe we start to see a bit of a roll off here. But wouldn't it be funny if everyone thinks the market's done, and then somewhere in the middle of January, we start to move again? Right? And because everyone's already done their taxes, everyone's ready to go for the next year, and Bitcoin adoption still is not finished. Now, that's still something I'm looking at and thinking about every single day. And Raoul Pal definitely is very, very much a proponent of this. And I definitely love Raoul Pal. And, of course, the banana zone comes from him. It's funny. Got the banana up there. It's because of that man there. Definitely been watching Raoul Pal and seeing what he's been doing now. He's flip-flopped a lot for his picks. Just wanted to let you guys know that too. Just full transparency on Raoul Pal. Originally, he was pro-Bitcoin. Then he flipped to pro-ETH. And in terms of he's pro-everything. But I mean, like, his main pick, right? He went from pro-Bitcoin, main pick, to main pick ETH, to main pick Solana, now to main pick Sui. And I think he's on the board of Sui too. And I'm a huge fan of Sui. I'm a huge fan of all these coins. But I think Sui's probably going to make the most. And I think he knows that as well in terms of appreciation of this cycle. Yeah, Bitcoin, of course, is going to move all ships. So, yeah, banana cycle happening. Yeah, we're going to get that banana. And then we're probably going to see, again, hopefully, a return into the market, continuing to pump. Even this lines up with Cathie Wood too. Again, ARK Invest, my favorite venture capitalist on earth, Cathie Wood. Been following her since 2020, 2021. And yeah, her original prediction was $1 million Bitcoin by 2030. Now it's at, I think her current prediction, that was her first prediction. Her current prediction is sitting at like 1.5 million by 2027. So you think we're just going to stop? You think we're just going to stop, have this giant lull for like 3 years, and then all of a sudden, boom to $1 million? No. And again, the year before the halving, pre-halving, no, we're going to have this slow grind up to get to that $1 million target somewhere between 2027 and 2028, if you want to get a little more conservative. So yeah, that's kind of my idea. And I think a lot of people are starting to have this idea too, because as crypto gets more adoption, as it gets more, companies, institutional demand, governments, strategic reserves, pension funds, 401ks, retirement plans, everyone's gobbling it all up. There's only 21 million. And I show you guys my favorite metric every single day. There's hardly any Bitcoin left. Guys, in the grand scheme of things, there's 8 billion people that have absolutely no retirement funds saved. Like 99% of the world probably doesn't have enough to retire. Maybe 90%. A huge amount of us do not have enough to retire. There's going to be a flight to safety in Bitcoin and everything else. De-dollarization, BRICS nations not coming back, are coming down. There's a lot of reasons to, of course, hold gold, silver, and Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance still not coming down enough, 64%. And then, of course, the big one, my favorite metric every day to show you guys, CoinGlass showing you the Bitcoin amount on exchanges. Right, just keep gobbling up all the Bitcoin. And of course, you get into the thicket here, and we've got only 2.12, 2.13, the lowest we've ever seen on exchanges since like 2017 or some ridiculous level when Bitcoin was barely even being they're barely being bought and constantly being produced. Now, of course, we've had the halving, and we're only producing about 450 Bitcoin every single day. And before times, there was literally 2,000 Bitcoin being minted. And then there was, of course, 950. And then now we have, of course, half of that, or 900 to 450, whatever. So, of course, next cycle in 2028, we're going to be minting only 225, right? 225 a day. So yeah, again, less and less for the entire market to participate and get a full coin. That's the whole idea, full coin. Okay, so yeah, that's what's going on, guys. Let me finish up with the chat, and then we're gonna head out for the day. Jacob Snake also says, "Is there? Yeah, we looked at the XCN there. XRP is new Bitcoin. Yeah, no. OG Boban says, "Do you see my charts?" Says, "Oh yeah, your chats. I did find your chats. Yep. I was listening to Rob Paul, and he says that the top will begin in fact. Yes. What do you think about that? Yeah, I agree with him. I think it's very, very possible. I'll probably put a 65% chance that it does happen just because of how the market now includes all of these new entities. It's not just retail. It's not just degen crazy people like me sitting behind a screen. It's people in suits, people in ties, respectable investors and traders and yada, 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 all going, of course, to crypto assets. So at some point, we're going to break these cycles, and it could happen as soon as next year or 2028. My bet's more on 2028, but still could happen next year. OG Boban says, oh yeah, got you there. And then Twitch says, love you, brother. Grab him some coffee and enjoy your morning. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Okay, Crypto JPEG says, about to fall below 116. What's going on? More chaos. Let's take a look real quick. See what's going on. Take a look and see what's going on in the order books. Crazy. Yeah, we're breaking down right now too. We're trying. The bears are really trying hard. We do have a strong level of support here though at 116,000. But yeah, we are hitting it hard. 115.8, 115.8, 115.9. Yeah, we could happen right now. It's hard to get away from this, guys. I kind of want to watch it. It reminds me of one of my favorite memes from Willy Wonka. Jeez. Let me see if I can find it. I gotta find this clip, guys. This is great while this is happening. Oh man, I gotta add this to the show. I'm gonna get demonetized so hard. I just love the memes. Alright. Here we go. Willy Wonka, classic.
Suspense is terrible. He's gonna go this time. I hope it'll last.
Let's go. Yeah, so yeah, hope it does last. This is pretty cool. Again, guys, I want to be so wrong. I'm so tired of being right. Let's tank this damn thing. Let's give the Super Bears what they want. Let's get the Super Bears what they want. Down to 82,000. Let's do a giant spike down to 82,000 today. That would be fun. Terrorize the whole market. You know how fast that thing would freaking wig? Oh my god. It probably never would go down. Obviously, there's too much ahead. But it'll be fun. Yeah, look at this. Damn, breaking down. Yeah, breaking down levels of support. Next target will be 113,000. Yes, down there. That wick is going to be fun. Let's go back in. Why did my Spotify start going? I got too many tabs. There we go. Too much music and too much tabs. What the hell's going on? All right. This is exciting. And a retracement, possibly, to the upside from here. Bears are pretty strong today, though. They are definitely coming out strong. What else we got here? I got some crazy background music drowning me in it. Yeah, that was crazy. I guess my Spotify just like started on for some reason. Quentin says, "LOL music, we can't hear you." Yeah. Spencer Phrase, how's it going, Spence? Bitcoin to 103. It's always 103 and will always be 103. No, Spence, damn you! No. I really hope not, man. I'm so sick of 103. We spent like a whole 2 weeks there solid, maybe 3 weeks. No more 103. 108 is the low we'll go. The lowest we go is 108. About to fall to what's going on? More chaos, yes. Okay, we got of course the background music's fixed. Okay. So yeah, it's hard to leave when this is happening, but I gotta get stuff done, guys. I gotta get stuff done. Good day to get some stuff done too when the market's bearish. You don't have to pay attention to the market and worry about missing any trades. when we're down like this. Joy says, hi, Spencer. Also in the chat, of course, shouting out to Spencer in the chat today. Good morning, Spence. Good morning. Hopefully you got enough coffee, too. It's going to be a doozy of a day. Crazy, crazy, crazy. What else? Anything else happening with TradFi news? Anything else happening here? Nope, still talking about strong quarters for banks, talking about bank earnings, talking about this, talking about that. Nothing, of course, having anything to do with crypto or the current legislation we're looking at passing this week. What's up with Fox Business? What are they talking about? And of course, nothing on Mr. Orange Man either. I don't know what's going on with Orange Man, because he was supposed to come out today and talk, at least address the country on. Oh wait, we might be talking about BlackRock over at Bloomberg. But yeah, just because their earnings are coming out too, and they're at what? Oh wow, they're up to 1,040 on their ticker, and yeah, they're what, $13 trillion asset under management. All right, guys, I'm gonna pretty much call it here. Then we're gonna leave you with a bit of a dip. Yeah, hopefully we recover by tonight. I think we will. I think we'll at least see a return to 118 by tonight, probably. We'll see. But in DCA, if you can, find some good stuff today as market starts to come back down for crypto. It's supposed to be a good week though for risk on assets. I mean, that's what's happening with earning week in stock market anyway. So it could be a lagging indicator for the rest of the week to be positive for crypto. But everything right now is down. Pretty much everything out is down, except for Saros, which just entered the top 100, and Pengu still killing it. Bonk a little bit too. Maybe news on the Bonk ETF coming out. I don't know, but I do got to get going, guys. Got to get some stuff done. I'm going to, what's my goal today? My goal today is put that other door up for the closet, and then in the studio, and then hang this TV behind me. That's probably not going to happen today. I'm going to hang my computer too. I got to get that off my desk. There's not enough room for it anymore on my desk since I hung all the monitors. So I'm going to try to hang that on the wall. Oh my God. Hopefully dig out some more stuff and figure out. Oh yeah, I got to finish the bricks behind me. I got all these bricks to hang up. I got it. There's never enough stuff, or not enough stuff, time to get stuff done. Yeah. Not enough time to get stuff done. All right, guys. Have a great day. I will see you tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Central Time. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, Eastern Standard Time. 9 p.m. Central? No. 7 Central. My God, I'm terrible with this. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, of course, covering the foreign market open, and a lot of news. I'm assuming we're going to cover tonight. Probably a lightning round full of news after all this stuff starts to happen with the House and Senate this week. All right, guys, have a great one. I will see you tonight. Take it easy, guys. Touch some grass. Peace.
Fly me to the moon. Let me trade among stars. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, hold my key. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh! Fill my world with more songs and let me huddle forevermore and more and more and more and more. I long for all which I'll get adored. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
Oh my God, we can't just get these bears out of here, man. They just keep going. And my God, my hair is insane today. Holy crap. Hope you guys had a good time. Yeah, finish up the Fiat factory. Finish up at the Fiat factory, and we'll catch you tonight. Have a great day, guys. Touch some grass. Go touch some grass. And don't forget to take some orange pills. Just one of these a day, guys, or two, maybe 2 or 3. I mean, today you probably need like 3. I'm gonna probably take like 3 today. Oh, okay, guys. I'll catch you later. Peace. Oh my god, where the hell's the button? I can never find this damn...